Hello and welcome to Gapey's Front Yard Forest. I've never posted a video of the front yard, so I thought I would do a little video and show you what I have going on. This is currants. These were grown from cuttings from a local cutting exchange. I'm not sure. I think there's two different colors, white and maybe red. And I've got 4 of those. And I've also got a currant over here on this side, and none of these have produced anything yet. Some of them I planted last year and others the year before, so hopefully next year I may get some. And this is the side of my shed. There's nothing growing along here. Back here, a lot of this is not food, so I've been wanting to make this into a food forest, but I'd have to get rid of a lot of these bushes that the previous owners put in here. And I'm not sure what a lot of it is. Most of it's ornamental. I did plant some gooseberries last year, 2 different varieties. There's this one here. It got a few flowers this spring, but no berries on this one. And then I have another one over here, and this one got more flowers, but there's only one little berry right there. I don't know why there's no more berries, but just one ended up coming out. And it did get infested with sawflies, but I think I caught it pretty early on, so it didn't do too much damage to the leaves. And then just a lot more trees and bushes. I don't know what most of this stuff even is, but there's a lot of weeds and stuff. I've kind of given up on picking the weeds out of here, so we've just been putting mulch down, and I've been pulling up a few of the taller weeds. There's some ornamental grass of some kind here, and I'm not sure what this is. I don't think it's edible. I have another one back over here that's got some flowers. I was hoping it was something edible, but I don't think it is. I posted online about it, and someone responded with, I can't remember what they said it was, but the bees do seem to enjoy it. There's one right there. But yeah, I think the berries that it produces are poisonous, so can't eat that one. And then this tree, we repotted that from the backyard, and it's gotten pretty huge, and I can't remember what it's called either, but some of the stuff actually has tags on it. So this is a forest pansy, but hopefully it doesn't get too much bigger, because I do like the foliage. It's really pretty, and it gets prettier in the fall too. And then just, oh, there's a bee on my lens, or a spider or something. Let's see what else. Just a lot of the big pine tree here. Let me get the spider off my lens. There we go. No spider. And more weeds. This is a hydrangea. This was a variety that gets really big white blooms. It's just starting to bloom now. But they kind of start off a green color, and then they turn bright white. And everything is getting so overgrown it's hard to even get through here anymore. But this is a black lace elderberry, and I did finally harvest some flower blossoms off of this bush, and I put it in some kombucha. And then we have some dogwood. I've got 2 of these variegated dogwoods. I'd like to get rid of those and put something edible in here instead. And then I've also got another hydrangea back here, and this one's got really dark blue, pretty flowers. But that one is really pretty. And I've got some black ornamental grasses down here. And I think this is a type of smoke bush. And then I just learned yesterday, as a matter of fact, that this is 9 bark from my neighbor. And we have, that's the other dogwood there. And this is another, I think it's a type of maybe a Japanese maple, but it's got really pretty red leaves. And then down here I've got a fern, and these are some strawberries that a bird, I think, actually planted for me because they just appeared one day, and I've just been letting it grow. I figured something edible in here would be nice. And that's pretty much it that's in here. Just a lot of overgrown bushes. And this is like right next to a busy road, so. But yeah, there's some more bushes. I don't really know what they are. I'll probably leave the pine tree, but some of these other bushes I think I'll take out and put in something else like goji-berries or something. And I just have some more bushes here, flowers. This is feverfew. I planted this, I think last year, but it's doing really good. And I just have some more trees along the driveway. And then I've got some more feverfew here. And some sedum here. The bees really like the sedum when it flowers. And then I have a lavender that survived the winter, surprisingly. And another lavender. And this one actually was grown. This one was here when I moved in, and it's been spreading a little bit. And over here we have more lavender. This is one that I planted last year. Actually, 3 different plants, and they all survived the winter. But I have, I think it's called White Mist or something like that. And then this middle one is called, I can't remember what that one's called. And then that's another one of the mist ones, but this one, it's got kind of a different colored leaf. It's kind of cool. And then I've got a bee balm that I planted last year. That's just starting to flower. And I put some lemongrass in this container. And we got some autumn joy sedums that are just about to flower. And then more sedums here, and there's a hole, probably a mole or a rat or something from in there. And the columbine is starting to go to seed. So actually those are ready to harvest if I want to save seeds from those. And I forget what the name of some of this other stuff is. But a lot of this stuff, there's rhubarb that I planted from seed actually. And more grasses and another pine type tree. And I'll show you this pine tree that I have growing along the side of the garage. It's pretty cool. It's just growing along the side, all spread across, kind of like espalier, but a pine tree. I thought it was pretty cool. And we have yarrow. There's a pink, this one's kind of a pink variety, and then there's also some white, I think, mixed in here. Yeah, there's the white. And we've got some calendula over here. And this is all volunteers that came up from last year. And there's some more back here. And just lots of unknowns. There's a smoke bush here. This is the dark, more common colored variety. And more bushes. That's a Japanese maple, I think. More of a bush type. Kind of umbrella shaped. And I got a couple of catcher hives for bee swarms. Nothing has come to visit them yet, but I'm hoping to catch a swarm either from my own hives or next door. And here we have some milkweed that I started from seed, I think it was last year, but it came back over this year. I haven't seen any monarch butterflies around, but the honeybees seem to like it as well. And then I have some daylilies back here that are almost done blooming. And some more over here. And then more yarrow, as well as some echinacea or coneflower. And this I started from seed. Most of this I started from seed last year or the year before. And then I have some giant hostas over here that have a pretty variegated leaf. But I've had to trim those back because they're kind of getting in the way of more yarrow over here. I was expecting this was another one I started from seed, and I was thinking it was a different color, but it turned out to be white, and I'm looking for some other colored varieties, so if you have any, I'd be interested in trading for a different color. Let me show you my, oh, we got aster over here. That was planted last year. And these are my grapes. I planted these a couple of years ago. I haven't harvested any from it yet. I'm not sure if this area gets sunny enough for grapes, but if I don't get any this year, it's probably not going to work out. And then I have my mason bee house, and I've got a few capped tubes up there. They seem to be doing better with that one than my other one, which I have over here. There's only a couple. And actually I think a bird or something might be pulling the tubes out, because there doesn't seem to be as many tubes in there as there used to be. And that's pretty much it for the front yard. Hope you enjoyed the tour. I'm hoping to add more edibles, as I mentioned, in the front. So thanks for watching, and I'll give you a tour of the backyard garden here pretty soon. Thanks for watching.